Society makes a specific promise to young people: study hard, obtain a degree, and you will secure a stable, formal career. But the Nigerian labor market operates on a different reality. Here, the vast majority of all employment exists entirely in the informal sector. Data from the National Bureau of Statistics reveals a contradiction. In early 2023, unemployment among post-secondary graduates hit 8%, nearly double the 4.2% national average. Statistically, our most educated citizens struggle most to find formal work. While graduates may search longer for roles that match their training, the core takeaway is clear: a university degree is no longer a reliable bridge to economic security. This statistical failure has given rise to a provocative cultural phrase: school is a scam. This expression serves as social commentary on a failing system. It describes a broken socioeconomic promise rather than a rejection of learning itself. The anger stems from a mismatch of expectations. Institutions collect years of a student's life and tuition, failing to deliver the promised economic pathway. In this broken bargain, the student receives formal schooling, but is denied the genuine, applicable education required to move forward. On a sprawling campus, mass enrollment can easily mask a massive deficit in individual capability. Two graduates may hold the exact same degree title, but as these certificates flip, we see their actual capabilities are not equivalent. For many, the university experience is limited to memorizing outdated notes in overcrowded rooms. A genuine education requires modern laboratories, intensive practical sessions, and direct industrial exposure to bridge the gap between theory and work. When that physical infrastructure is missing, the name of a degree alone cannot prove the quality of the education behind it. The National Universities Commission, Nigeria's own university regulator, provides the most direct evidence of this systemic failure. NUC reports show that university programs can receive an impressive overall accreditation score of 87.82, but the internal data reveals a contradiction. Despite that high score, those same programs often lack sufficient equipment, fail to cover the curriculum, and leave students without hard skills. Formal accreditation provides a veneer of quality. It legally certifies a program while masking critical practical deficiencies. This happens because of a core systemic flaw. Institutions cannot directly observe or measure true understanding. Because understanding is invisible, the system relies on observable proxies: attendance records, completed assignments, and examination scores. When the proxy becomes the only thing that matters, students learn to bypass curiosity and mastery. They draw a direct path straight to the grades. They optimize for the measurement by cramming, memorizing expected answers, or cheating. They survive the assessments without building any durable competence. When the measurement of education becomes more important than the education itself, the system rewards compliance over genuine competence. A broken incentive system does not mean all expertise is a lie, or that every school is devoid of value. Formal institutions are mandatory for regulated professions where unsupervised, self-taught experimentation is unacceptable. In medicine, the structured progression, peer networks, and supervised clinical exposure are nearly impossible to replicate alone. The goal is to take education seriously enough to fiercely inspect what an institution is actually delivering. A certificate is an institution's claim, but competence is your demonstrated ability in the real world. True education is a lifelong process of developing the problem-solving judgment needed to navigate reality. Graduation is a baseline, not the end of the learning process. Genuine knowledge remains essential. The failure occurs when an institution hands out a certificate of education but forces the student to go elsewhere to find actual competence.